Morning YouTube. Well, as you know, I've been having trouble with the motorbike and sidecar. Decided it was dirty fuel. Yesterday we got it going again. Well, I got it going again. Family members borrowed it. They got stuck on their way back from church, so I went up there last night. Decided to leave the tricycle, the motorbike and sidecar, up the hill. This morning, walked back up there with Sally, and at first turn of the key, pressed the button, and away it went again. So drove it back here, managed to get it back here, and I've drained the fuel. So in the bucket there is about 7 litres of petrol, of fuel, gas, whatever you want to call it. Drained it all, and not only was there dirt in the petcock, so under there, took that off to drain it all. It took a while, but we drained it all into there, put it then into a clear container, and found that there was also water in the fuel. So not good. So Sally's now gone down the road where you can buy it a litre at a time in like a pop bottle, so plastic Coke bottle or whatever. So she'll come back that with 2 of those in a minute. We'll have 2 litres in there. I'm hoping the bike's ain't going to start and run properly. I'm hoping that's the problem cured, and I'm hoping there's not too much, because there's too much dirt in the bottom in the tank. Obviously I've got the water out. I've now just checked the air filter. That'll need replacing. So that's the air filter, so you have to buy that whole plastic thing. And they're spot welded on, as you can see, so you can't replace it. You have to buy the whole casing. It's a bit crafty, but there you go. It does say on there, on the top, don't clean the air filter, replace it. So obviously that's money making, isn't it? But I would never clean one anyway. I'd always replace it anyway. But it comes with this whole plastic casing that goes back in there. So the bike has now got an empty tank, but the dirty fuel. So not only was there dirt in there, and it was quite dirty, but when you put it in the bucket, we then put the last bit into a clear bottle, and you could see the water separating quite rapidly, actually. So there was quite a bit of water in there. So this is a petrol station we used last year, and same thing happened with our scooter. Exactly the same thing, water in the tank. People say because I'm washing it too much, the water's got enough of this. No, that's not possible. Now that's proved me right, because lo and behold, same thing's happened with this bike. And like I've just said to friends now, the bike has to be reliable. I need to keep working on it. So it's no good to be just sat here. So that's why I've got it back up here. Drained basically 500 paces worth of petrol, which is no good to anybody, because it's got water in there and dirt. If it was just dirt, apparently you can just put a cloth over the top or something and drain it in, so that all the dirt cuts in the cough, and then you can use the fuel again. But this is actually a water in it, so Sally's going to ask around if I do wants it. You know, what would that be? Almost 1.5 gallons of petrol. So anyone who wants it, they're welcome to it, but it's no good to run a machine on. Well, I wouldn't risk it. You can see what's happened to mine. So we had it going brilliant yesterday. We thought we cured it. We thought that whatever dirt was in there had gone through the system, because we went on a kind of about a 5-mile run. Came back absolutely perfect. Family members took it yesterday evening to the church, and then about 8 o'clock last night they gave us a call, and they were stuck up the road. Same problem again. So we left it there overnight. Like I say, I've gone up there now. It started, which is what happens, because everything settles again. So it starts, gets it here, and I've drained the fuel, and I'm hoping that's going to cure the problem. I'll let you know. So bye for now. Right, YouTube, what we're doing is we've had some advice. So the tank's been drained, all the fuel's out. There was water, like I said, in the tank. So Sally's had some advice from the mechanic that down the road. Better to take the tank off and try and drain it properly, and put some cloth in there, trying to get the remainder of the water out. Otherwise, there might still be some water in there, and it might be the same problem again. So I looked on YouTube myself how to remove this tank. So it's not as simple as the bigger tanks. Actually, they're just 2 bolts here, or 1 bolt there, whatever, and some of the front there, and that's it. You lift it off. This one's a bit more complicated because it's got a plastic housing to it. So all this is going to come off first. Hopefully it's going to be okay, because like I say, it's got a sidecar in it now. I started now, and the screw doesn't want to come off, which is typical. Put that pressure underneath it like that. first thing, say these, for some reason it's not like your bigger motorbikes, they've got one big metal tank and that's it. No, no, no. The cheaper the bike, the more complicated it seems to be. So these are going to come right out, and I've got to remember where everything goes when I put it all back together again. Up there a second. And that one. So you're watching me, love, you can remember where these screws go, yeah? So, come here, bugger. So I'm going to put those there, love, okay? So that's there, that comes off. Where does that stay? No, that's going to come off. I hope I can put that back on again later. And there we go. They seem to be glued on there. So these now, see, the one I looked online, this just pulls off. Let's have a look. Break anything. And let me just come down the front, shall I? If there's anything online, there was nothing at the front here, but I can see there is. I can see it's there. So does that come forward? Ah, there it is. That's how it comes off. So I'm going to do the same the other side. As you can see, the tank's getting smaller and smaller. It looks like such a big tank. But when you take the plastic covering off, there isn't really much left of it. Ah, I know the problem here. Right, stop it a minute, love. Now it's going to come off. So there's a lot of plastic involved, like I say, especially in cheaper models. Although this is a Yamaha, I'm convinced it's not a Japanese Yamaha. It just doesn't seem to be the name. I've had Yamahas in the past. Yamaha Diversion 600. A lot more solid, a lot more metal involved. This is just a lot of plastic. So that comes off. Now we're getting there. So it is just one there, and I think maybe that one there. So I need my sockets again, which it might be the right one already because I've already, yeah, it is. So, oops, I'm very clever. So that one comes off first, so we can remember how to put this back together. If I put that there, is there a washer or something that comes off there? I think there might be. Have a look in a minute, but just take the one off the other side. Do the same thing. All this, because there might be a little bit of water left in the tank and we don't want to take the risk. So it'll be a case of trying to clean it out with cloths and turn it upside down. So how loose is that now? What comes next? So I've got a feeling it's that one. Yes, it is. So there's one of those on each side. Luckily they're all the same socket sizes, which does save some time. Carefully. With that one there, I think they're all the same, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, they're all the same size, so they can stay together. And the one this side again. What a performance! But in saying that, the tank is now nearly off. So I just need pliers. Bear with me 1 second. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to disconnect what we call the petcock, which is this here. This is the last piece, so this is going to stay on there for now. What I will do probably is there are screws, they look like Phillips, yeah. So I might take that off in a minute, but just disconnect this for now. So you squeeze that together, give it a good tug, and off it comes. Now in theory, that should be the tank. it's not, is it? Why is that not coming off now? Ah, believe it or not, do you want to show you, love? There's two more. There's another 2 bolts down in there. Just got to remember where they all are. Sally's getting stressed. So between the 2 of us, we'll remember what goes where, won't we, darling? Here's the theory. If not, take the mechanic, blame the wife, and it So that should be now. That's going to go separate there, love. So remember those go on the back. There we go. 1 petrol tank. So I'm going to stand up. Oh my goodness me. So you can have a good clean anyway, can't it? Everything around it can have a good clean. Yep, there's still stuff in there. Oh. I can hear it. So I think would it be a good thing to take the petcock off altogether? So, screwdriver again. I'm hoping this is a good idea. Oh, that's really solid. I don't want to ruin my screw heads. No, I'm going to leave that. That doesn't want to come off. And if you do force it and the screwdriver slips, you'll round these off. Yeah. That's obviously not quite the right screwdriver, but it's definitely the best one I've got, so I'm going to leave that. Just see if this one just fits any better, but I doubt it very much. This one go. No, I can already feel that's just going to spin round in there, so it's not worth the risk, because one day that might have to come off and I'd have to buy some better tools. So, basically, what they also said to Sally was the best thing to do, obviously the best thing to do would be to undo that, but as you can see they're all starting to round off already. Yeah. So I can't take that risk.
I'm going to give you a clean cloth.
Yeah, so we've been advised to somehow put cloths in there, so. Okay, that's it for now. I'll let you know when I'm ready to put it back on and we think we've dried it out. Okay. What we've done is as you know, we took the tank off to our best of our ability between the 2 of us. We think we've dried it out inside. There doesn't need to be anything left in there. No fluid at all. That means no petrol and also hopefully no water. That's the theory. So now the process of attempting between the 2 of us again, remember where all the bolts went, we're going to put it back on again. So the first part was there, wasn't it, love? And then there's a piece here. So that goes back on there. That goes back on there. So I've got that from somewhere, love. Is there another one of those anywhere? Like a plastic thing. No, it's actually got a thread in it. So there must be another one of those somewhere. Let me just remove this slightly. Yeah, there it is. So those must go in there somehow though, but if we put those to one side. Right. So we're going to put that back on like we said.
I think you put the bolt there first, before this one.
Oh, I got you, love, yeah. See? 2 minds working together. Right, we've got to remember what goes where. If I come down on my knees as well, love. So those are for later. Those, part of that I thought. Do you know what, for the life of me, I can't remember already, love. So, never mind. So I think these go in there.
Seriously? No.
We sort of remembered, or Sally's remembered, that these don't go at the base of the tank, back of the tank. Let me just go to my feet again. Old man trying to stand up. Not as fit as I used to be. Never fit in the first place, but. So that goes in there. So we're getting off to a good start. I won't tighten those just yet, love. I'll put these in next. So now we've got to remember, come back down to my knees again, which ones went in there. Do you think that was those, love?
No, I think in here, that one. Or
I don't know, they fit in there very well.
okay, I think they're all the same.
It could well be. We did say that, didn't we? Some of them seem to be all the same. There's no washer for that.
No, others don't have washer.
No, the other one just did. The one I put on there has got a washer on it.
Okay.
So, a big silver washer.
No, there's no washer now.
That's very strange because the other one's got a washer.
Yeah, I saw it just now. There's no washer, the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so one goes in and one with a washer and one without. I can tighten those up properly now. So as you can see that the metal tank's almost completely on already. In theory, we could put the fuel in, put the petcock back, connect that back up, the carburetor. And in theory, we could see if it's going to work or not. But we might as well carry on putting everything back in the place it should be. Don't want to tighten it too much because you can always over tighten these things. So it's knowing the correct amount of torque without a torque wrench, I suppose, is the way to say it. So and then this goes on the end, yeah? It goes, it was on there like that, and that was on there like that. I remember that. And then it was these, wasn't it? Now? Oh yeah, this could be tightened as well, isn't it?
No, don't have the, how do you call
That's
it?
these.
Yeah.
So those, well again, see we've got two different lengths there. What have we done now? Seems to be very cockeyed. I know I wasn't paying attention when we took it off much, and I never do. But you can see here, these obviously go in first. I imagine in there like that. And that goes in there like that. Is it or not? Yes, no, it doesn't seem to tighten. So I think it's another one different. Yes, it does actually. So I'll put the other one on the other side in a minute. No, I don't think it does. That's not tightening at all. So that's the wrong one. So we've got the screw ones here, love. Is it possible that that went in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We seem to have some problem with the camera here. It seems to be. I've turned it off to the settings on it so it shouldn't turn itself automatically off, but it still seems to be doing that, which is a bit of a pain. So the video is going to be a bit all over the place. But anyway, first things first. I think. Yeah, that's definitely correct. So you've got that and the other screw on the other side. Just stand up again. So where did that go? Sweat going in my eyes now. It's not even close to it. Ah, it's catching. It's going in. So we're getting somewhere. So, oh, telling me. Let's connect the cock back on, so we don't forget that later. Actually, I can just do my fingers, I think. Famous last words. Ah, that's on, that's perfect. Just open it back together. We've got problems with the camera playing up. Keeps turning itself off. Basically this plastic covering is now going back on. There's another one there. We're thinking we've got this right. We just seem to be in our heads we got something missing, but I'm sure we can't have lost any screws or bolts because we didn't leave the bike really. So that's back on properly. That's good. So we now know the next thing to do. So the tank is now fixed, yeah? Right, love? So we think, don't we, love? That just slots on there. There's a, see, that goes onto that point there. Somehow. No, that's upside down. That's wrong, love. That doesn't make sense, does it? That does go there. That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah, that definitely goes on there. Ah, there we are. No, that one goes on there. Ah, there was two of those. Ah, so you've got that one there.
Okay.
And then, ow. And that one there. And then you just push on like that, like so. Like that. Then this here, there must be another one somewhere. That simply clips onto there. But there's a bend somewhere down here. That's no, it doesn't. There's another one for it to go on there. No, we're not doing this very well. That's got to go in there, love. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. So that would then, that doesn't look right though, does it? There's a big gap down there. We never used to have that gap, did we? We didn't have any gaps like that before. We didn't have a gap like that, love, did we?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay?
Yep.
Now don't look, if you stand up, okay, look, there's a gap there. That gap never used to be there. That used to be really flush with it. So it tells me somewhere we've gone wrong, love. Must be, I suppose. Ah, that's where these come in, look, love. See that? So that now we know. I should have done that before.
Oh.
That's where they go. Like that. Like a. And then there was a long, I think we got the wrong.
Maminsan to, sir. Thank you.
What was that?
Taman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that pushes down in, look. See that? So I'm hoping these are the right ones, which I'm pretty certain they are.
Really? How about those?
Eh?
There's some on there.
There is, isn't there? So there's another one. Why haven't we got enough screws in there? Because I need. We're definitely screws missing them, haven't we? So we've got this one here. So if that goes there like you're saying, right? Then my screws missing them. As you can see, we're not professional. We love. Eh? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll put the rest of this together and I'll talk to you later. And bye for now. So, job done. The proof will be now when we take it to town. We're both going to have a shower. Well, Sally's having a shower, then I'll have a shower, get dressed, and we'll take the bike to town. Well, the bike cycle to town and see how it gets on. So we've replaced everything, we got it all back on. We did just seem to be one or two screws missing and we cannot find them. So whether they weren't on there originally, I don't know, but it's all there. It's all in one piece. So when we go to town, the main reason we're going today is the sidecar itself rattles a lot on my side, so over the top of the motorbike it rattles all over. It's very loud, very noisy. So basically I have two stabiliser bars that go down the front of the handlebars that connect to the framework down below. So that means then I will then have a wing mirror put on that one side where the bar comes down like that. Wing mirror, so my two wing mirrors are always in the way, they're always catching on the framework, so they'll come off altogether. Have a mirror if they've got one, then not, but eventually there'll be one put on there. I'm hoping they can do that today. We're not quite sure where to take it. we've been given a tip, so we're going to try and find that place, and we'll see how we get on. Might be able to film that later. So bye for now.